So this is the game that I created for my project. I call it Mind Jeopardy, as you can see. I came up with the idea of a game simply because my family has always loved games. We're very competitive. Me and my whole family, grandma, uncles, aunts, aunties, everybody, we get together and we play games. And so we always love to play Jeopardy. I was thinking of different games, but I kept coming back to wanting to do some form of Jeopardy, but mix it up. So mine is over, excuse me, it's over chapter 2, accepting personal responsibility, which is all about your mindset and the different types of mindsets. So with my game, there are the 25 questions, and each question is worth points for the tiers. There's 5 tiers, tier 1 to tier 5, and each of them have corresponding points. Tier 1, 100, tier 2, 200, tier 3, 300, tier 4, 400, tier 5, 500. And they each have questions. And so what'll happen is you'll have a group of people, and I would say for it to be a good game, you'll want no less than 8 people playing, because what you'll do is you'll break the people up into 2 teams. Now, to determine the teams, just to keep it fair and random, what I like to do is count off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then all the 1s and 3s go together, and all the 2s and 4s go together. And then from that point, we'll flip a coin, and whichever team is the winner of the coin flip, then they would at that point get to choose from tier 1 which question they would like to answer. Now, they just get to pick the question, but each team, as they play the game, gets to answer at the same time. So they'll write their answer down on a slip of paper, fold it, and it will be given over to the game curator. They'll both have their answers read and say both teams get this question right. Who believes that their choices create the outcome and experiences of their life? So if both teams answer the question correctly and the answer is on the back of the card, then they both get 100 points. And then they can go on to the next question. If both teams get the question incorrectly, the first time that they get the question wrong, anytime that a question is missed by both teams, the teams then get another chance to answer that question. But the points go down by half. So tier 1 will be worth 50, tier 2, 100, and so forth. So at that time, at the second chance, if somebody gets it correct, then they would get the 50 points, and then they will be able to move on. But you cannot move on from this question if that's the first question that they pick, the team that wins the coin flip. If you don't answer this one correctly, then you can't move on to this question, and you cannot select questions from tier 2, 3, 4, or 5 until you have completely finished tier 1. So if one team gets the question correct on the first try and the other team gets it incorrect, then that team will get the 100 points. The card will be removed from the board, showing that it's been answered, and then they would move on to the next question. Since the team that did get the answer correct got those points, they will pick the next question. And so basically it's just, you cannot move on until each question is answered by either team. And then the team with the most points at the end of the game, they are the winners. Now, there is one special square, and said special square has 2 questions. And so, that's worth double points. And that is my game that I created. It goes over the mindset, and the game is specifically over accepting personal responsibility, the mindset of creators and the mindset of victims. And that's why I call it Mind Jeopardy, because that's what that chapter is specifically over. It's over your thinking and how you can change from those detractive and negative mindsets into something positive and more of a creator. So that is my game. That is everything in this gist. And I hope you guys enjoyed it.